What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Having some coffee here. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vietnam. It's been a challenging morning and a challenging couple of days. I am going through some growing pains with this studio. I've got some gear I'm trying to get integrated into the new rig that is just not cooperating. I think it's going to have to go back, get swapped out. Very frustrating. I thought this would be a good time to take a break from that to circle back and let's talk about some goal setting. We're here in March, probably like a lot of you guys. You come through the holidays, first Thanksgiving in December, you eat too much, you drink too much, you party too much, you celebrate too much, you're working your way to New Year's, and you're like, I'm ready to get dialed in. I'm ready to get it together. Man, January 2nd, we're setting New Year's resolutions and setting some goals, and we're going to get to it. And then for a lot of us, by the end of February, right about now, we're back to the same old, same old. The goals they're distant. We still think about them, but we don't work toward them. I want to help us all get out of that mode. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to goal set, hey man, no judgment here. Really this is as much a refresher for me as it is trying to share this refresher with you guys. In a former life, I led a sales team and had to really deep dive on goal setting and work with my team to help them achieve all their goals. All of us have different motivations in life of why we do things. So it's important to help people get a big picture of what they want their lives to look like and how they get from here to there. My old man used to have this saying growing up, figure out where you want to be in life, what you want your life to look like, and work backward. Now, I know that's a big time oversimplification of a big concept, but I think there's a lot of wisdom there. If we really take time to really drill down and not be intimidated by the idea of achieving whatever the goals are that we set for ourselves and dreaming big and thinking, hey, in 10 years, what do I want my life to look like? What are my big long-term goals? What am I working toward? Am I working toward anything, or am I just letting life happen to me? You need to do some soul searching. That's step one. Find a quiet place. Go think about what you wanted to be when you were a little kid. What's important to you? What drives you? What are your passions? If money was no object and your bills were paid, how would you spend your time? Those are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. And again, these goals should be what are important to you. Not what's important to your parents for the life that they want you to have. Not what your boss wants you to do so you can be more valuable to him. If you've got a spouse or a partner, obviously you guys need to be on the same page. I don't want you coming back to me going, man, I set my goals like you said, and now I'm divorced. It's not my fault. I mean, you're probably going to get divorced anyway. But I'm just saying. Welcome to the party. Also, when we're talking about goals, there's an acronym. This is not something I came up with because I don't come up with acronyms. It's not really my deal. I'm not smart enough or cheesy enough to come up with them. SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Let's go through this again. Specific, be very specific. Relevant, is this relevant to the life that you're living now? Attainable, don't set a goal that you know you can't actually achieve. We want to set goals that we're actually going to get, because the way that you're going to get better and better and better, and you're going to reach those 10-year lifetime goals, is by gaining a lot of confidence and being tenacious. Relevant and time bound. You want to have deadlines in all these goals, because a someday maybe goal seldom gets achieved. All right, so we're going to set some lifetime goals, and then what happens next? You need to get a 5-year plan in place. That's going to be step 2. You got long-term, 10-year, big picture goals. Then you're setting a 5-year plan, and then from there, we're going to start setting annual goals. You need to be thinking about, what do I most need to get done right now to get the ball rolling on this, to get some momentum? Those are going to be your 1-year goals. So you need to set your first year goals, and you need to break those down into monthly goals. And then you need to break them down into weekly goals. Pretty intuitive stuff. helps to hear it from somebody else. Once you have all these goals lined up and you've thought through what you want your life to look like and what you're going to have to do to get there, what's the sacrifices you're going to have to make, what's the grind you're going to have to go on to get on, what do? How do you keep track of all of it? This is where you're going to need to come up with some sort of system to keep up with your tasks, to keep up with what you have to do, what you've already done, and by doing this, it's going to help you achieve small goals, which is going to give you a lot of confidence and a lot of momentum, which is going to lead you to these bigger goals. What I use, and you can use, if there's some of you guys out there that are not hip to computers, except for you're watching YouTube right now, so you probably are. But if you want to do analog, you can write it down on a sheet of paper. You should certainly write all of your goals down. You can write your task list out on a typewriter if you got one. What I use, what I'll link in the description, which is very helpful, is a software program called ToodleDo. I use the free version of it. It's a cheesy name for super powerful software. I'm not going to deep dive on everything that it'll do, but it's going to help you have an app on your phone that ties to your account that's web-based, where you are able to keep track of all your tasks, not just professional, but all the tasks that you set for yourself, whether it's family stuff you got to get done, whether it's business stuff you got to get done, whether it's leisure, social, all the things that you've got coming up. All of those types of things can be leveraged through this software. It's free. Use it. I discovered this software, and I'm going to share some books here. So if you're somebody who is in a position where you are having a hard time staying disciplined, or maybe you're disciplined but you're just spread too thin and you feel like you are just constantly spinning during the day and you're not getting a lot done, I got a book for you. Getting Things Done. The Art of Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen. This is actually where I discovered ToodleDo. This book will really help you get focused and help you really cut out a lot of the stuff that we do that is not productive and help you achieve your goals. So that'll be linked in the bio as well. And so yeah, you've got your task software. You have a list in place. Now you got to start doing the work. And that there's, for us creative types, a lot of us, myself included, I can be very bad at procrastinating and going, I'm going to get to it later. This video was supposed to be out last week. So one of my big goals is to start and finish everything I do this year and to stay on task and be deadline driven. I recommend that for all of you guys if you really want to see some gains. I have some tips on what I recommend doing that are going to help you meet your goals. One, you need to state all of these as a positive statement. You should be always thinking about things that you're trying to do in your life as not stopping doing something negative, but how you're going to become better and speak that truth as a positive statement into the world. Be precise. You don't want to have this broad goal that if you do that, the likelihood of you achieving it is very unlikely. Set priorities. Again, this is where the Getting Things Done book is going to definitely help you get clear on what you need to get done and what, more importantly, that you're doing that's a time suck that you don't need to do. You need to write your goals down. As I said, that couldn't be any more critical. Keep operational goals small. So as you're working towards these big goals, you want to keep your operational goals small, your day-to-day, weekly goals small. And why do you want to keep those small? Well, again, you want to keep goals that you can actually achieve. The smaller the goals, the more tasks that you're checking off of that list, the more momentum you're going to get, the more confidence you're going to have about your ability to reach this, what may seem on the front end is an unattainable goal that you really know that you can get done. So keep your goals, your operational goals small. To me, this is the most important tip I can give you. Set performance goals, not outcome goals, and especially as it relates to art. If you're tied to the outcome of how it's going to go, and I've been there for so long in my life where I didn't put out music because I was so tied to the way it was going to be received by people. It didn't meet my measure of what was great, so I just kind of kept kicking that can down the road. and there's no future in that. Be tied to the performance goals, the process goals. Go through the motions, meet your deadlines, check those boxes. It's going to help you stay very focused. It's going to help you get your art out there. And ultimately, what you're trying to do here is share your art. If what you're trying to do is make a hit song, well, who knows what a hit song is? Be focused on writing a good song. Record a good song. Keep things in perspective, but stay focused and keep pushing forward. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll be sharing my goals with you guys in some upcoming videos, but I want to see all of us achieve great things in 2022. We all have a lot of moving pieces in our lives, and the more focused and organized we can get, the more productive we're going to be, and the closer we're going to get to living our best life. So that's it. A couple more books I want to share with you guys that really helped me. Again, if you're someone who struggles with staying focused, getting in routine, being disciplined, these books have definitely helped me over the years. I bought this book. I think this is the 6th copy I bought. I typically pay these forward. This is called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. This is a way for you to really... again, when I talk about reactively going through your days, this book will help you get the most out of your day and not be reactive or over emotional about all of the stimulus things that we go through in our life. I know this is kind of a Tony Robbins hokey kind of video we're doing here, but I do think there's something worth sharing here. So the Miracle Morning will also be linked in the description below. And the last one, this book, Stephen Pressfield, The War of Art. If you haven't read this book and you consider yourselves an artist, you are behind schedule. Get this book and read it. It is a great book. These are all pretty quick reads and will definitely help you not only get focused on what you're trying to achieve, which is being goal-centric. I find that when I read books like this, it helps me stay really in tune with what my objectives are and what I'm trying to get done. Hopefully they're going to help you as well. All right, guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me. Hopefully you got some good takeaways from this video and everybody is really more dialed in and refreshed on what their goals are. And if nothing else, maybe it's got you thinking about whether you are on the right path. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, I want to invite you to smash that subscribe button, or is it click the subscribe button and smash the like button, what they say, I don't know. We need all the help with the algorithms that we can get. One of my big goals for this year is really getting this channel up off the ground and sharing more videos with you guys. So until next time, you guys keep being kind to each other and keep doubling down on your dreams. I'm Justin Brogdon. We'll see you next time. Peace.